Well, hey, here we go. Got another interesting fellow for you to talk to all the way from the East Coast. Joe Wasaki, he is of the Media Group, which is a company that's been around since 1996 based out of Chicago. And he is a marketing guru. Very interesting fellow to talk to. Wait till you see what he has to say. And don't tune out. You might miss something. All these shows that we've done are really, really special opportunities for a lot of golfers to learn. You're getting information that you may not have heard that helps you. You get techniques and lessons and things like that. And we just sort of talk to them and give them an opportunity to tell you a little bit about what they do. So I thank you for your comments. It's been really helpful. And as we move forward doing future shows, I hope to be able to cover even more things that you're interested in. We'll see. It's just a lot of fun to do. You know, you're a retired golfer and all your glory days are, you know, they can't take it away from you. The fact of the matter is, it has come and gone so fast, so quickly. So if you're just starting out golf, I would tell you to continue your search, to continue to play that game. If you are elderly like me and you're playing that game, enjoy it. Enjoy every swing, every putt. Every time you sit in that golf cart, enjoy it. It's that kind of a special game. I can't tell you how many people I've talked to that will let you know that. Okay? So let's sit back and relax. We're going to watch Joe give you information about himself. Quite an interesting fella, you'll see, I guarantee it. Good afternoon, golf fans. B-Man, that's right, B-Man Golf, TTI, sitting and enjoying a conversation I've been looking forward to for quite a while. This is my buddy Joe. Joe, good afternoon. How are you, good buddy?
B-Man, it is great to hear your voice, pal. You look fantastic, and happy to be on the podcast with you today.
Thank you so much. Well, you know, you look fantastic. Your wife looks fantastic. You better watch out. She's a great looker.
I'm married, so you know that already. But,
all right. Well, I'm going to treat you like I do all the other fine guests. You know, you just happen to be a special one, but you're going to get the same treatment. Here's my first question for you, Joe. How old was Joe when he first started playing golf?
How old was I when I first started playing golf? You know, that's an interesting situation. I played baseball as a young man, Pee Wee, obviously Little League, and back then, coaches believed that a golf swing could potentially mess up your baseball swing, which I don't agree with, but they were elders, and I respected their decision on that. So I didn't really get a chance to pick up the game of baseball until about the age of 14 years old, because when I was 7 until I was 13, I was playing Little League baseball.
Wow.
I didn't really get out on the golf course. So my very first time out on a golf course was I was 14 years old. And I got to tell you, man, I was hooked ever since.
It got you. And why do you still play this goofy game, Joe?
Well, for a couple reasons. Number one, I love to get outside. You know, I love to be outside in the outdoors. Love to be out there on these beautiful golf courses, spending some time with some good friends or meeting new friends. You know, sometimes you walk up the tee box as a single, and they put you together with 2 or 3 other people. It makes some brand new friends out there on the golf course, which is always enjoyable. And also because, as you probably No, for my life, I work in the golf industry. And so it's part of my life, not only as a hobby, as something that I enjoy as a recreation sport, but also something that I actually work on every day to earn a living.
Wow. And so now for you, what motivates you to keep playing?
Well, a couple of different things. Being that I was competitive in baseball, I played high school, I received a scholarship to play college baseball. I've always been competitive. And it's really no different with golf. You know, I do enjoy the game, and I try to relax when I'm out there. Those competitive juices start flowing. I know they are for you too.
Yeah, they don't ever stop.
Competitive golf for yourself. And so anytime that I'm out there, I'm always competing against myself, right?
Yes.
I'm always playing against myself in golf, and that's the great thing about it. So I love that competitive edge. It gives me an opportunity to kind of continue that competitive edge now that I'm a little bit older and hopefully a little bit wiser. But it's something that I keep going back to, always trying to improve my game, trying to find ways to hit the ball a little further, hit the ball a little straighter, and get it in the hole quicker.
Oh my word! Now, if you had to give a, let's say, beginner golfer, maybe a intermediate golfer like yourself, kind of a tip, what tip would you give after all these years that you've been playing?
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I've actually worked with a lot of top teaching professionals over the years. One of the questions that has always been asked to them, I'm going to relay it here to you and to your audience, is people always say, what can I do to improve my golf game? What is the new season? And what they always say inevitably is to work on your short game. Okay? It's on your chipping and putting on the green and your short game play, maybe from 90 yards out. Everybody thinks about hitting the ball further off the tee. Everybody thinks about being able to hit that 7-iron further than they do now, maybe to put a little draw on it. Those are all important parts of your game as well. But I've been taught, and I've actually been able to experience this for myself. You work on your short game from 100 yards in, and you work on your putting, go out there and shave 5-6 strokes off a round pretty easily. So I would recommend beginner or intermediate golfers work on your short game. Go out to the practice range. Get in the sand trap. Get around the green. Go over the chip and spend some time putting the ball. Work on your distance control. You know, not just the line of the putt. Work on the distance control, because even if your line's off a little bit, but with the correct distance, you'll probably have a tap in if you don't make that third putt or that power putt. So I'd recommend work on your short game.
Wow, that's powerful, Joe. That really is. You know, I know you and I know each other with friends. I want to get the audience to get a little peek behind the curtain. Can you let them know a little bit about Joe, businessman? Joe gets out there and sees pro golf. Let him sniff you a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I own a company called the Media Group. We're based outside of Chicago since 1996, so it's about 24 years now. I've been involved in the golf industry. And what we primarily do is we do public relations work for different companies. We work with all different types of companies on their golf equipment, on their apparel, on their accessories, their training aids. And we basically work with the media, golf writers, radio and TV shows, podcast hosts like yourself. We basically work with all the different media out there and get information to them, the product to them, that they can review our company's products. And so, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, Dean, that it's funny you bring that up, because I just finished watching coverage on the Tour this week, Rocket Mortgage Classic. But I'm going to tell you, our boy Bryson DeChambeau, man, he is creating the buzz out there in the beach, isn't he?
He is. He's, you know, not only is he putting on the weight to, but I mean, you know, it's his choice. I like it. I don't know why people are complaining about it. It's good for him, because Bryson was a skinny dude.
Yes, he was, exactly. And it's funny because there's still a lot of controversy, right? Everyone's trying to figure out, is this good for his game? Is this not good for his game? I happen to be very fortunate to have two different companies that I work with, that I handle public relations for, that are involved with Bryson, okay? He's a Jumbo Max team member for Jumbo Max Grips. In fact, Bryson's been playing Jumbo Max Grips, believe it or not, since he was 15 years old. He was an amateur.
Wow.
All the wins he had as a collegiate athlete and all the wins he's had now as a professional athlete have all come with oversized Jumbo Max grips on his clubs, his swing grips, and on his putter. So it's kind of fun to see Bryson out there hitting these drives, 360, 380. Well, he hit one last week with the Carpet 428.
Yeah. 428, I remember.
Today at the Rocket Mortgage Classic, you know, he came in, I think he's 6 under again in the first round, 5 or 6 under, something like that.
Yes.
Had a bunch of big drives that he bombed. He had 90, 100 yards into the green on on these Power Fives is just unbelievable what he's been able to do out there. He also works with SIK Butters, studying kinematics. That's one of my other clients.
Wow.
So I've got 2 clients, both of which he's a team member for those 2 companies and those products. I'm going to tell you what, it's been a lot of fun watching him on the PGA Tour. So that's the type of work that we basically do. We work with companies like SIK Butters, like General Max Scripts, a couple of other clients we work with. We basically get the media interested so that they can share information with the golfers about the average everyday golfer.
You know, Joe, I will never forget you, my man, because, you know, you hooked me up with the Cure putters back some 6-7 years ago, and got that going. And it took my sister-in-law in a panic calling one night saying she saw me on TV, and I'm like, I've never been on TV. What are you talking about? And then, right, on Golf Life, it ran for over a year, my comment. And they sent me a couple of putters, hats and shirt. I mean, it was really cool. I was like, Joe did that. Dang, thank you, brother. I will never forget you for that.
Well, listen, you're more than welcome to be, man. Obviously, that's what we're here to act as a liaison between the company, media like yourself, influencers, so to speak, golf influencers, because we know that a guy like you, you're out there on the course, you're talking about all the products that you're out there. Not just the putter, not just the golf ball, but everything that you're using out there. And that's what these companies need. It's expensive to advertise, it's expensive to market. If you spend money doing that, listen, there's nothing better than word of mouth. Player who's actually used that product and had success with it when they're out there talking about it. So that's what we do. We hook guys like you up because you're influencers, and we want to make sure it's fun.
There we go. Now, if they have, God willing, if they have the PGA show next year, 2021, I will be there with masks. I know we're still going to have to wear them, but if they're open, I will be there.
Fingers crossed, my friend.
Yeah.
So don't lie. I'm hoping for it because obviously we've got a lot of clients that exhibited at that show. It is a huge international trade show, and it's very important for all of the companies that exhibit there.
Isn't it?
Thousands of people. And so my hope is the same as yours, that you keep this thing under control here in the U.S., this pandemic, get back to some type of normalcy. We'll have to be safe while we're out there, like you said. We'll have to be a little careful when we're out there talking to people, making sure that we're not too close, socially distancing. But I sure hope, like you do, that we're able to get back in Orlando and I'm able to see some old friends like you, because I only get a chance to see you maybe once a year. So that's my thing. We've got B-man friends.
Well, brother, you're always welcome. You don't have to just see me in Orlando. You come on over here. You're always welcome, my man.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Joe, so much. That was Joe giving his account of looking behind the curtain and when he first started playing golf. We appreciate you, and I know the folks, when they see this particular pod, they're going to love it.
Thanks again, man.
You got it, brother. Peace out. All right, so not only what I said, but what he said. He also does public relations for a lot of media groups. That's Joe. He's quite the guy. I'm glad he was able to spend some time with us, because that man has a busy schedule. It is nonstop. So another episode has come to an end, and sad to say, until the next one. Thank you to our sponsors always. And like I will always tell you, B-Man says, putt 'em like you own 'em and rock the baby.